Hello everybody, welcome back to Unimonks. My name is Padmasri Chauhan and today I bring to you some news that came out very recently. Italy has pulled out of China's Belt and Road Initiative. Okay, Italy was the only G7 country that had become a part or that had agreed to become a part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, and very recently the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister of Italy have announced that they're pulling out of that project. Okay, now what is the Belt and Road Initiative? Why is it so important? Let's talk about it. So the Belt and Road Initiative, also known as One Belt, One Road strategy, was announced by the Chinese the Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. Okay, now the project or the initiative or the strategy aims to invest $1 trillion in Asian, European and African countries to improve communications between these countries and China. Okay, now what sort of investment, what are these communications I'm talking about? So investing into, let's say, building roads, investing into port, basically improving their travel and communication, right? So that they can establish economic relations, they can exchange, they can have cultural exchanges, right? Basically, ये idea है Belt and Road Initiative का. अब, the thing is, this is a major part of the Chinese president's foreign policy, ठीक है? This is something that he has advocated time and again since 2013. Okay, he also, or the Chinese government, not just him, they also describe this as the new age Silk Road or the Silk Route, right? We all know about the Silk Route. It existed during ancient and medieval times, right? Most of the major travel, okay, and exchange of culture, economic transaction happened on that Silk Route, right? So China has said that this is going to be the new age Silk Route where cultural exchanges are going to take place, economic transaction is going to take place, है ना? Basically flourish करेगी दुनिया, वापस वैसी ही बन जाएगी, ठीक है? ये जो गिले शिकवे एक दूसरे के बीच में मिट जाएंगे इसकी वजह से. अब एक्सपेंस देखते हैं BRI का, आपको मैप पे दिख रहा है इधर, है ना? बहुत बड़ा है. It goes from China up into Russia, into the European countries, through Central Asia. It also the sea routes go into Sri Lanka, into Southeast Asia, and into into certain African countries as well, है ना? बहुत बड़ा initiative है. $1 trillion is not a small amount, right? Now, why did Italy pull out of this initiative? Okay, so Italy, as I mentioned before, was the only G7 country that had accepted China's Belt and Road Initiative and agreed to become a part of it, है ना? लेकिन this happened when the previous government was in power. अभी जो current Italian government है, उसकी जो previous government थी, उसके पहले जो government थी, उनने इस idea पे agree किया था, ठीक है? But the current Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, called this a serious mistake, okay? Now, this is because Giorgia Meloni is much more pro-Western or pro-West and pro-NATO as compared to her predecessors, okay? That does not mean that she does not want to have good relations with China, but she doesn't want to be a part of the BRI. This is because Western countries are very against the Belt and Road Initiative. We'll talk about its criticisms, especially from the Western countries, a little further into the video as well, okay? Another reason for Italy pulling out of the BRI is because they saw China not being as committed to them as they were to other European countries like Germany and France, ठीक है? Germany and France में वो invest ज़्यादा कर रहे थे, उनके साथ imports exports का मतलब सिलसिला बहुत ज़्यादा था, ठीक है? As compared to Italy, and they did not find this very profitable for themselves, right? The Italians didn't find it very profitable for themselves. Therefore, their move to pull out of the BRI. But I'll reiterate this does not mean that they do not want to have good relations with China. They just do not want to be associated with the Belt and Road Initiative, okay? Now let's talk about the criticisms. These are criticisms that the Italian government has also sort of agreed upon. but these criticisms are mostly given by Western countries and countries that, let's say, certain Southeast Asian countries as well. Okay, countries that do not have that good relations with China currently. Okay, they call the Belt and Road Initiative a debt trap diplomacy. What is debt trap diplomacy? Basically, China बहुत अमीर देश है ना, सबको पता है. और जिन कंट्रीज के साथ ये अपना सिल्क रूट, मतलब न्यू एज सिल्क रूट बना रहे हैं, वो एज कंपेयर टू चाइना काफी पुअर है ना. They're underdeveloped developing countries, right? So while China can put in a lot of money into building this Silk Route, those specific countries cannot. Okay, therefore China is giving them money, loaning them money कि हम तुम्हें पैसे दे रहे हैं, तुम यहाँ पे ports बनाओ, तुम अपना railway connection improve करो, ठीक है? So that they come under a debt trap into or with China, okay, or under China, है ना? One is this, so debt trap diplomacy हो गई. Another is human rights violations. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of activists, a lot of Western thinkers claim that the Belt and Road Initiative is violating human rights in the sense that the projects that they have sanctioned are very, very labor intensive. They're very big, right? So the labor is working continuously around the clock and they're not getting paid enough for it. Okay, and they're living in very questionable circumstances. Okay, apart from that, these, let's say, the railway routes and the highways and everything are going through people's lands, okay? And those people have not agreed to give up their lands to this initiative, okay? Therefore, it is a human rights violation. Another thing is that these projects are unsustainably large, okay? Unsustainably large मतलब बहुत बड़े projects हैं, है ना? और environment को बहुत ज़्यादा impact कर रहे हैं negatively ये projects, ठीक है? तो if you think about it, especially considering the climate change that is happening, especially caused because of development, okay, unsanctioned, unwarranted development, इसकी वजह से climate change बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है. And the Belt and Road Initiative people have claimed that the Belt and Road Initiative could add more to this, okay, because of their extremely unrealistically, unsustainably large projects, ठीक है? All of this, ये जो debt trap diplomacy हो गई, human rights violation हो गया, unsustainable projects हो गए, all of this comes under this big bubble of neo-colonialism and economic imperialism. ठीक है? ये बहुत बड़े शब्द हैं. इसका मतलब basically in very सरल भाषा, in very basic terms, it means that China is basically trying to become a hegemon, okay? It's trying to assert its power in the world dominion, okay? Without taking consent for other people of the other countries, okay? And basically becoming neo-colonist, ठीक है? जैसे यूरोपियन countries पहले हमें colonize करती थी, वैसे ही China अब दूसरी countries that are less fortunate than them, उनको sort of colonize करने की कोशिश कर रही है. ठीक है? These are very big terms, these are very big claims, but these are what the criticisms of the Belt and Road Initiative are. Okay, now, before I end this video, in 2023 at the G20 summit held in India, the countries came together and they announced one project that was going to be a sort of counter initiative to the Belt and Road Initiative. Okay, what is this? What is this project I'm talking about? What is this initiative strategy I'm talking about? You are going to tell me in the comments down below. Okay, tell me, tell everybody who's watching this video. Everybody wants to learn something more, right? तो कमेंट्स में मुझे बताइए कि ये काउंटर इनिशिएटिव क्या प्लान करा है दूसरी कंट्रीज ने मिलके, ठीक है? दैट इज इट फ्रॉम माय साइड टुडे गाइस. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग. इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो, प्लीज गिव इट अ थम्स अप. If you have any doubts, any queries regarding what I asked today, what I said today, leave that in the comments down below. Answer my question also in the comments down below. And for more such informational content, subscribe to Unimonks. Thank you for watching. Bye.